Good morning. This is Rebecca Simon Peter with Spiritual Mojo. 15 minutes to uplift your spirit, uphold your consciousness, and up-level your faith. Today I'd like to talk with you about what's in your heart. You've seen the commercials, haven't you? What's in your wallet? And it's a commercial for Capital One credit card. Well, this is not that. The question today is, what's in your heart? What's in your heart? Jesus many times is quoted talking about the heart. And I want to share with you from Matthew chapter 12. He said, "The good person brings good things out of the good stored up in them, and the evil person brings evil things out of the evil stored up in them." And he's talking about what's in your heart. So I've been noticing lately that my heart feels kind of off center. I don't know about you, but when I'm consuming too much news and too much upset and just bringing it in unfiltered into my life, into my consciousness, into my heart, I get off center. It's so important to keep centered in the heart, because what's in our heart ends up flowing out of our mouths and out into the world. And if we want to contribute to peace, if we want to contribute to harmony, if we want to contribute to justice, if we want to contribute to right relations between people, if we want to contribute to goodness in the world, it's important to have all that stuff in the heart, because whatever's in the heart is what comes out of the mouth. So if you look around the world and you think there's too much divisiveness, there's too much angst, there's too much worry and fear and hatred, let all of that seek its source. Make sure none of it's coming out of you. I know it's easy to get off center, and so I want to talk today about how to stay centered in the heart. How to stay centered in the heart. So when the heart is off center, when my heart's off center, I know that I'm not tuned in to the deep goodness that's both within me and around me. One of the things that helps me get recentered is to spend time in prayer and meditation, quiet time, even if it's just 10 minutes a day. Sometimes that's all I can manage is 10 minutes before my mind's going off. Or maybe it's just 10 minutes to get my mind centered back in my heart. Prayer and meditation is a beautiful way to be centered in the heart, so that if Jesus were to say to you, "What's in your heart?" You could answer with good things. Another way is to spend time writing and journaling. If my heart's off center and my mind's off center and my words are off center, I'm not in a space of love and affinity and compassion. When I spend time journaling and writing, then it's much easier to identify what's off center so that I can release it. I can give it to God and let it go. Prayer and meditation, journaling. The other thing is reading spiritual material, reading the Bible, reading daily devotional books, reading reflective writing by other spiritual teachers. All of that helps me greatly to recenter in my heart and to recenter in the goodness that's around me. Finally, when I remember all the good that's happened in the world and all the people that have made that good possible, I'm thinking about Martin Luther King Jr., I'm thinking about John Lewis, I'm thinking about Ruth Bader Ginsburg, but I'm also thinking about my grandmother, Miriam Goldberg. I'm thinking about my mom, Dottie Scott. I'm thinking about my dad, Joe Scott. I'm thinking about all the people that have surrounded me my whole life at a very local level, at a little larger level around me, the people in my sphere, and then people in the world that are out there taking a stand for justness, taking a stand for kindness, taking a stand for compassion, taking a stand for equality. It's in their footsteps that I hope to travel. And I remember that I'm not alone, because so many people have walked this way before me. You're not alone either. Whatever good it is that you seek to do in the world, whatever good it is that you seek to have manifested in the world, you're not alone. You've actually inherited these thoughts because others have thought them, others have talked them, and others have traveled that way. It's made a path for you to also yearn and desire for goodness in the world. So prayer and meditation, journaling and writing, reflective reading, and then remembering the great goodness that's around us. God is also always there. And the immensity of goodness that surrounds us and upholds us and uplifts us can never be underestimated. When it comes to news, great goodness isn't what makes the front page. So don't let the ills of the world and the evils of the world trick you into thinking that that's all there is, because it's certainly not. What's even greater than ill, what's greater than evil, what's greater than injustice is goodness, love, life, holiness, peace, harmony, compassion. Those things are the great goods in the world, and we are called to check into what's in our hearts to make sure that we're aligned with the highest vibration possible, with the God vibration, with the good vibration, with the vibration of love and light and affinity and compassion. When your heart is on center, that's what's in there. Love, goodness, compassion, affinity, acceptance, understanding. And understanding even when the mind doesn't understand, an understanding of the heart, that somehow all is well and all shall be well, because God is around us, God is within us, God protects us, God guides us, God loves us, and God calls us to a higher and higher perspective, a higher and higher vibration. So when Jesus asks, "What's in your heart?" you'll know by the words that you speak, by the thoughts that you have, what's in your heart. I want to leave you today with the beautiful words of a hymn that I sang just this morning as I was in church with people. And the hymn is, "Lord, I want to be a Christian." Let me just share these words with you. Lord, I want to be a Christian in my heart. In my heart. Lord, I want to be a Christian in my heart. In my heart. Lord, I want to be a Christian in my heart. What is meant by the word Christian here? Let's continue on. This, by the way, is a spiritual from way back when. Lord, I want to be more loving in my heart. In my heart. Lord, I want to be more loving in my heart. In my heart. In my heart. Lord, I want to be more loving in my heart. Lord, I want to be more holy in my heart. In my heart. Lord, I want to be more holy in my heart. In my heart. Lord, I want to be more holy in my heart. Lord, I want to be like Jesus in my heart. In my heart. Lord, I want to be like Jesus in my heart. In my heart. Lord, I want to be like Jesus in my heart. I want to be more holy. I want to be more loving. I want to be more like Jesus in my heart. I hope and pray that what's in your heart today is pleasing to you, is life-giving for you, and out of which flows love, compassion, and affinity for the world. When Jesus asks us, "What's in your heart?" let the answer be centered, compassionate, affinity, love. That's my blessing from me to you today. May you take Spiritual Mojo with you out into the world today and this week and have a heart that's loving, words that are kind and wise, and a world around you that reflects the goodness that's within you. God bless you. I'll see you next week. Take care.